And today we are going to be doing a tier list of all the mainline Mario games that have been created. And I just want to let you know I've played all these games, so this is not opinion based, this is factual. And honestly, if you don't like any where I put anything, well, you can unleash all your nerdy rage in the comments, because I don't care. This is my tier list, you're here to watch my video. Okay, let's start it off here. New Super Mario Bros. 2. We're not going in any particular order, we're just going across. Alrighty. New Super Mario Bros. 2. This game was just... Like, I bought it right when it came out. I got a 3DS XL to play it on. It was cool. Yeah, it's in 3D and everything, but it did nothing from the original New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. Like, honestly, this game could have been New Super Wario Bros. And because it would have made even more sense. The only plot of this game is just collect coins, and basically, just like the plot of this game, it was a quick cash grab. That is getting just a D tier from me. Now the original, everybody loves the original. If you don't like the original, why? Give me a reason. Is it too basic? Well, guess what? That was for its time, and that is great. You gotta cut it some slack. I think the original Super Mario Bros. Is beautiful and replayable and fun. And that is why I'm going to be giving it a solid... I think it's a solid high B from me. Super Mario Land. Okay, this one's a little tricky. I haven't played this one as much as the others, but from what I remember of playing it, I didn't dislike it. This one, it was very primitive, I want to say. But also, like I said, I didn't dislike it. It had some fun ideas. I just don't think they were implemented as well as they could have been. And because of that, I think I'm going to put it at... Yeah, D. Sorry, but that's what happens. Let's see here. New Super Mario Bros. U. Oh, this game is tricky. This game didn't do too much different from the Wii version. You still played with your friends. It just added a few extra power-ups. It gave you new Yoshis. It just new worlds. And it didn't even give you that many new power-ups, though. It was just... I think it was just like the squirrel, and that was about it. Really, it wasn't that good, but I still liked it more than I liked New Super Mario Bros. 2. And because of that, I'm putting that. And while we're there, we're gonna rank Deluxe the same, just because it's the same game. It's just a port. So that's going there. Alrighty. We have 64 up next. I'm probably gonna get bastardized for this one, and I like 64, but I don't think it's up there with some of the other 3D Mario games. Alright, I get it. It's the first 3D Mario. Holy crap, that's revolutionary and everything. But, like, and yeah, it's fun to get stars and everything, but it can get old fairly quickly. And because of that, I'd put it at, like, a mid to low B tier. Like, don't get me wrong, I do not dislike this game. Like, I do have so much fun playing it. And because of that, I will put it right there in B tier. While we're there, we're going to put the remake for the DS right below it, because I feel like the DS version, like, it was fun, but it's going lower. Let's see what we have next. Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay. Okay, this one, I like this one. I think it's fun. Like, a lot of people say it's hard or stuff like that, or like, oh, what is this? This isn't Mario. No, it's fun. It gave us some new things like picking stuff up and super jumps and riding around on magic carpets. It's great. It's great. It was different. Let's give it that. And because of its creativity, I'll give it right below the original. Now, New Super Mario Bros. DS. Now we're getting into some top tier shit. Alright, this game was sent down from Nintendo themselves of, here you go, have fun. And boy did we. This game gave you new power-ups, a fun world hub to go around to, the little mushroom houses. You even got, if you didn't want to play the main game, you had the multiplayer battle royale with a friend, and it had mini game. This game was just so good, and it was mobile. And honestly, what really made it stand out from the originals, from like the others, I think, is that it was the first 2D Mario game that felt like it was from this era of gaming. If I can like explain myself, like the art was newer. It truly felt like a this decade, well, this century type of game. And honestly, it was just fun overall. I'd have to give this game. Oh, it's teetering on A or S. Which one do? You know what? Let's A for now. We'll come back to it later. 3D World. We're gonna rank 3D World and Bowser's Fury together, like the original and remake. 3D World is so freaking fun. I like it. I have a great time playing it. Has fun worlds, fun characters, fun collectibles, and it has post-game content. And then when they made the remake, they added Bowser's Fury along with it, which was fun, but not really doing much. I'm gonna give it whatever I give the original, I'm gonna give the same rating with Bowser's Fury, because I only see that as fair. But this game is just so much fun. If you want to work together, you can with friends. If you don't, that's fine. Go screw over your friends. You get to make the choice. You get so much freedom in this. And because of that, I am going to have to put it at an S tier. It is very fun, whether you're playing alone or with friends. Super Mario Run, I was looking forward to, when this game first came out, I was looking forward to it. I'm like, holy crap, we're going to actually get to play Mario on our phones? That is incredible. It did not last very long. They could have done so much more with this, and they didn't. I mean, they did quite a bit with, like, Remix 10 and everything, but really just, God, it has no replayability to it whatsoever. The only reason I kept it on my phone was just for Nintendo. Just, I felt like I was still supporting them with that, but really, God, I'm sorry, but you're going in F. Now, 3D Land. Ooh, the first 3D, not counting DS, like the first, okay, true 3D, like third dimension. They actually made use of the 3D aspect in this game. This game is good, and how can I put this? Like, this game makes me lose words because I'm not sure how I want to really rank it. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's really close to a perfect game either. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I have a lot of fun memories of playing this, but really, it feels like if Galaxy was on like a handheld, if I can explain, if that makes any sense. It feels like if Galaxy was on a handheld. And I thoroughly liked Galaxy. I'm going to put it at a solid B tier. I'll put it right in between 64 and the remake of 64. And while we're at it, I like Super Mario Bros. 2, but I feel like 64 deserves some more love than it. Odyssey. Odyssey. Let's do the Odyssey. Okay, everyone loves Odyssey. If you don't love Odyssey, you're lying, and you're just trying to be a special little snowflake with your hot takes. No, Odyssey's an S tier. Fun. Got new characters. Got, oh my god, and the worlds and movement, it is so fun. The worlds are fun to move around in. The movement, it's fun to learn new little tricks to get around. And just, honestly, exploring is just a blast. I don't need to explain myself further. Odyssey is an S tier. Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. Wow, this game. Phenomenal. Like, I don't need to explain. Right? Phenomenal. New movements with spin jumps, and then Yoshi, and the cape power. Honestly, one of my favorite power-ups also. It's the cape power-up. It's cool. And this game is really responsible for a lot of what we have today of, like, Kaizo ROM hacks, and then Mario Maker. It's very fun. I'd put it on like a same tier as New Super Mario Bros. Possibly even more. Yeah, I'd put it on the same tier as New Super Mario Bros. And what do we have? We have Galaxy next. I like Galaxy. I grew up with Galaxy. I remember playing through Galaxy. I remember the first time I beat Galaxy. Everyone remembers Galaxy. It's very memorable. But is it S tier? I just feel like the pacing with Galaxy is a little slow, which is understandable to not rush through it. But I still feel like it's like a very, very high A. I wouldn't really necessarily give it an S. But what I would give an S is Galaxy 2. It took everything from Galaxy and added and expanded upon that. Gave us the same things as Galaxy, gave us new powers like the Cloud power up, and then they added Yoshi in the game and gave Yoshi power ups too. And then you're like, okay, well, isn't it still slow? No, actually, they actually somehow fixed like how it feels to be slow in Galaxy, and they improved upon that because now you can get stars super fast, and once you beat it, the game, you actually are given the option to go and collect all the new collectibles, basically a second whole game with the green stars being added. And these things are hidden, sometimes hard to get to, sometimes super easy. And honestly, it's just a beautiful game. I love it. S tier. I would even go so far as to say, yeah, yeah, it deserves it. Right there at the very top of everything. And what do we have next? We have Super Mario Bros. 3. Beautiful game. I remember playing this for my Game Boy. This game is amazing. I personally like it. I'm not saying I'm not saying anything, but yeah, I was gonna try and defend like, oh, there could be some things wrong. No, no, this game is fun. This game is very fun. It's going in S tier. Also, Odyssey should be ahead of 3D World and everything. What do we have next? Ew, ew, no, F tier. Lost Levels does not deserve anything else. All right. I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just saying that because you're bad." No, it did nothing new from the original. Okay, except make it harder and add poisonous little mushroom bastards. And basically, if you like the Lost Levels, I get it. You're a sadistic weirdo, but I'm not gonna explain myself further. We're moving on. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. This game, depending on the friends you play it with, is gonna just depend on your your ranking of this one. So if you have fun friends to play with, yeah, it's gonna be fun. But then if you have that one asshole who likes to screw things up for everybody and just run ahead, God, that can make it infuriating. But this game is a solid A tier. It goes right next to New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. Down to our last two. We're gonna do Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Land 2, just because this game took a land, made it look nicer, gave some cool powers, and it gave memorable characters. It like Mario and Wario in it and all that. And honestly, I don't think there was anything bad with this game. I go back and replay it sometimes. I think it's cool. Solid C tier. Now that we're on our last one, I really wanted to save Sunshine for one reason, because this is my all-time favorite game ever. There's no other game comes close to touching Sunshine. I love this game. I know everyone's gonna say that's because you grew up on it with GameCube and everything. That's true, but also, well, screw you. This game is good. People hate on it. It's like, oh, the mechanics are so weird. Why do you get a water jetpack and everything? That is called creativity, and clearly you don't have any of it if you can't see that. It's fun to move around. You get jetpacks. You get turbo nozzles. You get to hover. You get to do community service, and it's got a different plot. Instead of Mario saving the princess like all the time, spoiler alert, he starts off by going to jail because they thought he was somebody else. And honestly, I think that's pretty funny and pretty base. But God, this game is far from perfect. I will give it that. Like the blue coins, dear God, I challenge anyone, go into the comments and say it. I know you'll be lying. Nobody found all the blue coins and 100% of the game without using a guide for their first time. Nobody has done it. You're lying if you said you did. So this game is going very top of B chart. And yeah, that's the tier list. In the S tier, we got Super Mario Galaxy 2 at the very top, reigning over. Odyssey, then the 3D World, and Bros 3. I feel like these deserve to be up there. In the A tier, you got Galaxy, New Super Mario Bros. DS and Wii, and then Super Mario World. In B tier, you got Sunshine, the original Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Sorry, I know I was gonna get a lot of hate in the comments if I didn't correct myself there. Super Mario 64, Mario Bros. 2, 3D Land, and Mario 64 DS remake. C tier, we got New Super Mario Bros. U and Deluxe, and Super Mario Land 2. In D, we got New Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Land. And at the bottom tier, where they belong, Super Mario Run and the Lost Levels. And again, if any of you disagree with anything I said here, well, I don't care because I'm right and you're wrong.